Alright, hey, what's up team? This is Eddie Gray, and in this video we'll be looking at the Console 1 Mark III. I'll be doing a quick mixing session. If you want an overview of the controller, you can check out the other video that I did. We're just going to look at this in application. If you like the video, go ahead and share it, go ahead and like, and let's get right into it. Here we go. Alright, so here's a song that I'll be releasing next year with a certain project, and it's pretty basic, and I thought it'd be a good demo to experiment with. And so here I have some percussion in red, bass guitar in purple, a couple of nylon string guitars, some pads, and then some background gang vocals. So let's start off with the Cajon. I'm going to go ahead and use the overlay here. So the first thing I'll do is I'll work with the dual sections. So I'm going to go ahead and click and hold on Shape Module 1. I'm going to go ahead and select the dual dynamics. I really like this because I can control the low end and the high end separately. So in order to work efficiently, let me go ahead and create just a quick cycle region in Logic Pro, and let's bring back the overlay, and let's solo this track. So we'll click on solo. All right, let's hit play. All right, so I'll go ahead and turn this on, and I want to make the lows really tight. So let me go ahead and shift the dynamics here. So you can hear how bloated it is here, and we're just going to tighten up that low end. I definitely want some of that body. If you'd like to solo the low end, you can hold shift and solo like this. Okay, let me see what I can do with the high end. So that's definitely a lot more live sounding, so I'm definitely feeling that. So just that change there, I'm going to bypass, and you can hear before and after. And then as far as EQ, I'm just going to do a little bit of attenuation right around 3K. So that's going to take the right hand of the percussionist and kind of push that back just a tad. All right, let me bypass everything we just did here. So remember, we do have dual sections, so if you want to make any more choices, you can do that. The only thing I will do with this panner is just push this back in the mix a little bit. So I'm going to use the mono-compatible spatial panning algorithm and just push this back a little bit. So you can see that as soon as I attack the knob, the function is going to turn on, so that's pretty nice. Again, before. Okay, let's move on to the next section, and that's going to be the tambourine, and that comes in over at bar 35. Here we go. Alright, so right away I definitely want to pan that. Which direction, I'm not sure. Let me try panning this way, and if I'm not happy with the balancer plugin, I'll use stereo panning here. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to go over to the tape preamp section and just drive it a little harder. Okay, I don't know if I need that much high end, so I'll cut this just a bit. Okay, let's see what that little change did. I'll add just a tad bit of character. I don't want the high end. Maybe I'll just bring in some of the low mids. Alright, good. And then finally, I'll just adjust the volume a little bit. And you can switch between your sends here. The main output volume and volume are the same in Logic Pro, unfortunately. I do hope that changes soon. On the track, let's go ahead and add on track number 3 here. So I'll click track 3, I'll solo, and let's check this out. So I'm already getting compression just due to the fact that this is a very loud signal. So let me go ahead and pull back on that. Okay, I lost some of the grit, so instead of pulling back from the input stage, I'll pull back here on the output stage. Okay, I'm going to add some harmonics, so click and hold here, and I'm going to go with the Overstayer. Love this company. They're from Culver City. You should definitely check them out. And let me go ahead and turn this on. Here we go. Let's see if this added any life. Okay, I definitely dig it. Let me go over to the Core Modern Equalizer. There's definitely somewhere between 300 and 400. It's just something murky in there. So let me see if I can get in there. Let me reduce the Q. Okay, I think that sounds nice. Got a little bit tighter here. Let me go with a little bit of a shelf. Okay, bypass everything. Okay, and then just maybe at the end of the chain, let me see what the character knob will do here. Okay, so definitely liking what I'm hearing thus far. Let me pull back. Let's see who else is coming into the mix. Let's go with the rhythm guitars. Alright, so here I'll take advantage of some of the presets. And let's try acoustic guitar. Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. I will back off of some of the volume here. And like I said, I did want to make this wider. So let's go back, make these wide. Alright, let's see what this sounds like. Alright, so if we take everything thus far, I select all and bypass to see what we get. Definitely a much better soundstage as a whole. Let's go ahead and bring in the lead guitar that's here. And so let's unmute it. Here we go. Alright, let's cut off some of the low end. Alright, I'll go ahead and pan this guitar over to the left. We do have the tambourine that we used earlier. And that was panned over to the right a little bit, so maybe we'll just use some complementary panning here. Let's go ahead and try this out. Okay, let's bypass just the lead guitar. Play with the character a little bit. Okay, and let's get a little bit more compression happening just to kind of push it back just a tad. Okay, so I want to hear tambourine, lead guitar. Okay, I like how those two are sitting. Let's go to the Cajon. Okay, that sounds nice. Bring in the P bass. Maybe I'll try side chaining this to make sure that it just fits a little bit better. All right, so to side chain this, let's pull up the plugin itself. And so I'm going to connect the Console 1 P bass over to the Cajon. And so now there's that relationship that has occurred. And if you want that side chain to take place, you basically just click on this button right here, external side chain. All right, let me go ahead and bring up the compression level so that it senses the trigger. Okay, needs to come in a little bit faster and then also release a little faster as well. Okay, so here's without the sidechain compression. Sounds okay, but it's nice to have them kind of join together as well. Again, everything bypassed. All right, so we're definitely making progress here. Let me go ahead, bring in the rhythm guitars again. Here we go. I think I'm also going to use the dual section with the rhythm guitars. So let me click and hold here. So that's shape 1. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to kind of get the high end to not be so prominent. So that's actually a very nice touch. You'll hear how harsh it is without it. And then maybe to make up for some of the loss in volume, I'll just add a little bit more grit here in the beginning. I'd probably also do that at the end of the chain with drive. I think that tambourine is a little loud, so let's push that back. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up this mix. We've got the pads that we still need to bring into the fold. So that's yellow. Let's go ahead and solo those. All right, so I need to consider what the bass is doing in order to fix this. So the bass has frequencies predominantly below 200 hertz. So I'm gonna go ahead, go to these pads here. Let's add a low shelf, and I'll do that somewhere around 200. I don't want to take out the lows per se, but it'd be nice to push them back. Again, I'll also take advantage of width, and I'll move these out of the way a little bit. Maybe I'll go farther than the actual rhythm guitars. That might be nice. So I'd like these to be warm and yet somehow be a bit more out of the way. So yeah, I think this kind of reinforces those decisions, but let me just kind of get out of the way a little bit. Maybe I don't have to go that hard. I could probably also sidechain this to the Cajon, but I think that sounds relatively good. Let's go ahead and take inventory of the whole mix. So that's a pretty massive difference here. Let me go ahead and bring in the gang vocals and the reverbs that I've got on deck. Okay, so the last thing to look at are the gang vocals here. Something that would really be a high value add-on would be mid-side processing, but for now, let me just cut off the low end. I don't think I need all that high end either, and I think it'll give the other instruments a chance to shine. And this can definitely just be smaller in general, so we bring down the character so as to focus on the low mids, and then just bring down the volume overall. Last thing I'll do here is just add a little bit of dirty tape to the signal. We go ahead and turn that on, and let's add some dirt to the background vocals. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Again, let's bypass everything. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty big bump in production. Let me know what you guys think about the Console 1 Mark III. If there's anything I missed, any tips that you guys recommend, I highly appreciate it. I'm trying to learn as much as I possibly can. And what makes you most excited about this unit? Obviously, they're going to make a bunch of changes. I'm just really curious as to what those changes are going to be. But anyhow, thank you so much for the support. Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and share. Thank you so much, Softube. Such a great unit. I do hope that they grow in terms of their integration with other products. Maybe make MIDI CC capability available. But overall, I think this is a pretty great unit. And that's definitely going to be staying in my studio. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later. Take good care.